Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, March 15. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the ministry is taking steps to ease the current shortage of specialist nurses in the public health sector.
We have to develop a strategy, firstly to train more persons, secondly to engage in our own collaboration with our other friendly countries in the past like Cuba and India, where we can have exchange programs to recruit some of their own specialists because their training pool is a lot bigger. And other creative ways, looking at the retirement pool and perhaps bringing persons, many of them who themselves practice in countries in North America and in England, who have retired back home and who can still play a role even on a temporary basis, looking at that as an option.
47 healthcare workers, including doctors, dentists, and specialist nurses, are expected to arrive on the island from Cuba in the coming weeks. The first batch of 20 is scheduled to arrive on Monday, March 21. In the meantime, Dr. Tufton is urging frontline health workers to get vaccinated to protect themselves against the influenza A H1N1 virus. Dr. Tufton made the call as he gave assurance that the ministry had shored up its supply of the H1N1 vaccine.
If for any reason frontline staff are still concerned and unaware that the vaccine is available, they can get in touch with us at the ministry and we will happily take whatever measures are necessary to help them to access it.
The health minister is also encouraging persons experiencing flu-like symptoms and who suspect that it may be H1N1 to get assessed by a primary healthcare provider instead of going to a hospital in the first instance. The Economic Program Oversight Committee, EPOC, is reporting that Jamaica is poised for increased prosperity, given that the most difficult aspects of Jamaica's economic reform program are already completed.
I feel that we are on the right track and we do have good prospects ahead of us. But I say that within the context of knowing that we have a long way to go. At 120% debt to GDP, we're still twice what it should be.
Richard Biles was speaking on Monday at a pension investment seminar hosted by Sagicor Group Jamaica. He added that as Jamaica's debt decreases, government would be better able to invest in infrastructure projects and other initiatives to grow the economy. Mr. Biles also reiterated that under Jamaica's ERP, which was supported by the International Monetary Fund, the country's current account deficit was less than 5% and the net international reserves was over $2 billion. Jamaica can expect better management of its water resources following Monday's launch of a waste management center at the University of Technology. The center has laboratories to facilitate research in water management. It represents a partnership among the university's Faculty of Engineering and Computing, the Inter-American Development Bank through its Caribbean Regional Fund for Wastewater Management, NEPA, and the NWC.
It would help us to manage better the availability of water, how we can utilize water that would otherwise go to waste. But apart from that, there's the environmental issue of how we utilize water that would otherwise go to waste in a way that is environmentally friendly.
Minister of Science, Energy and Technology Dr. Andrew Wheatley says government is committed to propelling the local animation industry. He says work is already underway to facilitate greater penetration and accessibility of broadband internet and growth in the mobile subscriber base for animation and gaming. Minister Wheatley was speaking at the opening ceremony for the second successful staging of Kingstown on the weekend.
These indicators, ladies and gentlemen, validate the importance of not only Kingstown, but other programs and initiatives that drive animation and innovation. We intend to keep these programs and develop them even further.
Kingstown supports the ministry's youth employment in digital and animation project, which benefits from $20 million in funding from the World Bank. The Ministry of Education is improving its current programs to tackle math challenges among students. Strategies include placing math coaches in underperforming schools and assigning math specialists to assist teachers.
We also have an initiative that we refer to as Operation Turnaround, where we're working with schools at the high school level that have the majority of the children scoring grade 4 in CXC. So through training and camps and competitions, again, what we're trying to do is to excite them, is to work with the students on a one-on-one basis to ensure that we bump them up so that they actually make the marks.
The Education Ministry's Permanent Secretary was speaking at last Thursday's National Mathematics Exposition held under the theme Math Counts. And finally, starting tomorrow, the Ministry of Justice will be located at 61 Constant Spring Road in St. Andrew. In a release, Permanent Secretary Carol Palmer said the relocation is due to poor air quality at the ministry's 2 Oxford Road, New Kingston office, which has aggravated respiratory problems for some employees. For further information, persons may contact the ministry at 906-4923-31. And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thank you for watching.